Then we also learn in this ayah that whenever a person reads something, especially in the book of Allah, whether it is an example or it is a fact, a statement, a command, especially with regards to an example, always focus on the intent of the example. Why is this example being given? To make us understand something. Like for example, previously we read about 2 examples for the munafiqeen. What are we trying to understand by those examples? The concept of hypocrisy, the reason behind hypocrisy, the consequences of hypocrisy, how a person is when he is a hypocrite. That's what we're trying to understand. So focus on that. Don't get lost in the example. Focus on the intent of the example. Then we also learn that a believer, he does not object the statements of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. His reaction to what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said is what? Of sami'na wa ata'na, amanna wa saddaqna. A believer's reaction is, we have heard and we obey. We believe and we affirm. A believer does not say, how is it possible? Why has this command been given? Why do I have to pray? Why do I have to worship? Why do I have to do this? A believer is not like that. A believer is submissive. He accepts whatever Allah has told him. He does not object. Who objects? The one who does not believe. Doesn't mean that we're not allowed to use our mind when it comes to studying the deen. Is that what the meaning is? No, we are supposed to use our mind. Because look at the importance of understanding in our religion. There's so many words in the Quran that we learn, like ilm and aql and fiqh, which show the importance of learning and understanding. We are supposed to use our minds, but we should also realize that we as human beings have limited minds, limited understanding, limited comprehension. So if something that Allah has said does not enter my mind, does not seem logical to me, then is there a problem in the words of Allah or is there a problem in me? There's a problem in me. I need to try harder. I need to think more. I need to study more. I need to research more. Because what Allah has said is the truth. فَيَعْلَمُونَ أَنَّهُ الْحَقُّ مِنْ رَبِّهِمْ. They trust Allah. So when we're studying the Quran, we must have this trust in the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What some people do is that if they don't understand something, instead of acknowledging their own lack of understanding, they say that the words of Allah don't make any sense. The problem is not with the words of Allah. The problem is with us. This is why we see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, in Surah tul ayah 43, وَتِلْكَ الْأَمْثَالُ نَضْرِبُهَا لِلنَّاسِ وَمَا يَعْقِلُهَا إِلَّا الْعَالِمُونَ. These are the examples that Allah has presented in the Quran, and no one understands them except for who? Those who have knowledge. We have to increase in our knowledge, in our understanding, in order to understand the Quran better. Not that we start objecting, that, oh, this doesn't make sense, that doesn't make sense, why do I have to do this, why do I have to do that? No, a believer does not do that. We also learn in this ayah that people benefit from the Quran according to their own level, their own capacity, or their intention. Whatever a person's intention is, whatever a person's capacity is, that is what he will take from the Quran. If a person's intention is to gain guidance, he will find guidance. If a person's intention is to find faults, he will find faults. Not that there are faults in the Quran, but he will find them because of his crooked thinking. So we have to correct our intentions. Why are we studying the Quran? Why are we reading the Quran? What do I want to get out of this study? Whatever you want to get, that is what you will get. So set high goals. Set high goals for yourself so that you can get it. You can achieve it. Don't think, yeah, whenever Allah wants that I should become a better person, I will become a better person. No. Have a goal for yourself. You want to become a better person. You want to improve. You want to change. And if you have that, you will benefit. And if you don't have that goal, that purpose, that intention, you will walk out with whatever you came here for. Because people only get according to their inner capacity. You can only put inside yourself according to the space that you have inside your heart, according to the capacity that you have inside. وَمَا يُضِلُّ بِهِ إِلَّا الْفَاسِقِينَ. And what do we learn from this? That it is only those people who cross limits, who are sinful, who are misguided by the Quran. And who are the fasiqeen? Inshallah, we will learn about that in the following ayat.
إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَسْتَحِي أَن ليضرب مثلا ما بعوضة فما فوقها فأما الذين آمنوا فيعلمون أنه الحق من ربهم وأما الذين كفروا فيقولون ماذا أراد الله بهذا مثلا يضل به كثيرا ويهدي به كثيرا وما يضل به إلا الفاسقين